Yes, every time the snow is falling down and it is cold outside, we gather around the fireplace and no one cares about yesterday. My favorite holiday, it means so much more than words can say. And I claim Christmas is a magic day. Sometimes I tend to forget what glory this holiday represents, but it's fair to say that Christmas is a magic day.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the final, can we believe it, the final Vlogmas video. I just want to take this opportunity. I hope that you guys have enjoyed all the videos that have come to your screen throughout December. I'll be honest, I did set the bar quite high for myself and wanted to create 12 videos every other day on the odd days throughout December, and I actually have managed it, which I'm going to give myself and you, we're going to give ourselves a pat on the back. We made it, Addie. Admittedly, we may have missed one video, as in we missed the day posting, but there still has been 12 videos. So we are on to the final one. Now, there has been a wide variety of content created throughout this December. We've had jumping, we've had lessons with amazing instructors, we've had some fun and games like at Griggs Equestrian, and today we are down at the school and we are just going to have a nice schooling session with a little bit of pole work, which is actually what we haven't done for a little while. We've been focusing on the jumping, on the rhythm, but actually I think we can work on all of that with poles. But we've of course put a little bit of a Christmas theme on it. We have set up a Christmas tree, which looks really cool. Addie was a bit like, wow mum, that's a lot of poles in a small space. But there is going to be so many different ways that we can obviously ride through this pattern. We've got trotting poles. If we go down on the centre line, we can come across, we can ride it on a curve, in canter and in trot. So we are just going to have a really nice, simple schooling session, Addie, aren't we? Yes. Which obviously I haven't got an arena at home, and we don't school all the time. The thing that we do primarily is hacking. We do a little bit of move off this leg, move off that leg when we're out hacking, but we only get to a school maybe once, possibly twice a week. Very rarely is it twice a week. Very rarely throughout December, I've got to be honest, because it has been rather busy, but we do aim to get down schooling at least once a week. But I'm excited to give this pole layout a bit of work. What do you think, Addie? Yeah? Doable? Yeah? You okay with it? Should we get on and then we'll warm you up? And then we'll start with walking through it, just so that she's not sort of overwhelmed by how many poles is there on the ground. And I just thought I'd bring you along for a bit of a schooling session. Today's video is in collaboration with the wonderful team at Animalife that I have been delighted to be working with since this year. As you guys, if you've been watching the vlogs, you will know that I absolutely love a couple, well, I love all their products, but a couple of them have really helped us out, like the calming syringe before dressage. We'll never ever do dressage now without giving Addie one of those, and also the Vetrifen sachets. And that leads me on very nicely, because on Instagram, when this video finishes, there is going to be a giveaway running where you can win a tub of Vetrifen, 315 grams, as well as an Animalife hoodie. So of course, as always, you've got to be in it to win it. It is the final Vlogmas giveaway, so when this video has finished, do head over to Instagram and get yourself entered. I love the Vetrifen. It supports their muscles, their joints, their ligaments, absolutely everything. So when you have had either a bit of a tough training session, or you've traveled miles, which is obviously what we do quite a lot throughout the summer, it is fantastic to give that to them and to help support all of those areas of their body. So Addie tends to have it when we've travelled to, say, a British eventing event, or we've travelled for some filming or a lesson, something like that, where she has worked a little bit extra hard than what she would maybe if we're just going out for a hack for a day or something like that. I find that they're really good, and they come in as well as the tubs. They also come in like little sachets, and they are perfect for when you're doing stay away shows like at Bicton 3 Day. She was having them. They are all competition and legal safe, so you know that you're not giving them any banned substances or anything like that, but you are helping their comfort and recovery. I then also, like I said, I have got the calming syringe, so I give that before dressage, and I'll be honest, I'm quite tempted to give it before show jumping as well, maybe in the near future if we're just going out to a show, just to help. It doesn't dope them, it just calms them and makes them focus, so gets rid of any of that fizziness, but they still focus and have got the attention to the job in hand. And then I will also be putting her onto some comfort gut in the new year. After speaking to Ross from Animalife, he suggested when her workload sort of increases. At the minute she's being ridden kind of every other day, yeah, not very much to be honest, throughout the winter months. Daylight being one of those, and also the weather is not always on our side, and it is the quieter time of year, so she doesn't need to be super eventing fit. But when that workload increases in the new year, I will then be looking to put her onto that, just to help give her immune system a bit of extra effort when she is working a bit harder, and if there is any more stress added into her life, keep her gut comfortable and soothed. So he recommended to pop her onto that, so we will be looking at giving you that in the new year, won't we? Yes. But anyway, right, let's get on and have a walk around, and then have a little bit of a schooling session. Good girl. What? Sorry, I need to leave right, really. Good girl. Mm-hmm. Good. Ah. Yeah. Fly. No. Oh, good. Nice big sigh. Ooh. Good girl. Good. That's done. Yeah. Good girl. No. Yeah. Look.
transition's lovely, so much better.
I was really pleased with how Addie warmed up. I thought I'd just leave it to a little bit of music as we did some walk trot transitions and then a bit of a canter on each rein. I really liked just using sort of the first half of the Christmas tree for the warm up, almost coming over those two poles on the straight line, changing the rein, going in between the poles. At first she was a bit like, oh, okay, we're going down through. And now when I watch this back, I'm like, actually you could do some transitions through there as well. But this is our first attempt of going down through the Christmas tree. Bless her. I think she was just a little bit like, oh, there's a lot of poles. And I don't actually think she's done very much of like such a heavy pole exercise, if that makes sense, with so many poles and points. And there, Susie being at a different angle, you could really see she was falling to the left. So it's really handy for me to be able to watch this back, which is why I thought I would do a little bit of a voiceover. I do wish I had mics on. She did go down better, I think, on that one, but still she almost went left and then went right, then went left again. So it was a work in progress and definitely something we will be doing more of over the winter. Then I popped her again into canter. Nice transition. She kept her head nice and still, but just wanted to keep things varied so it wasn't always coming down through the centre line, because you will actually see in a little bit when we start coming down through it again, she almost gets really excited and wants to rush it. So it was nice just to sort of switch it up and change what we were doing. And then had like a little bit of a walk around, and again trying to do my inner Mary King, not nudging her all the time and being really conscious that every transition counts. I didn't feel that that was a very good turn, so made her do another little circle. Wanted her to be a little bit more supple around my inside leg to make the turn. And then here I just felt she went, against my hand, almost wanting to rush, and I thought, well, no, we're not going to go down, so we'll do a bit of a figure of 8 and before we come down again. And I think this is the time that she goes to rush again. So what I do is I just actually bring her back to walk and just walk her down. This is not strided out for walking, so it wasn't ideal, but just made her sort of think a little bit more, slow down, go down through it, think where she's putting her feet. You can see there she went fully on the outside there, wasn't quite right, before then coming down again in trot. And I think she still goes to rush here and I do a circle. Oh no, I don't. But then trots down through it and actually sorts her legs out, and a little bit wobbly, but I would say it was an awful lot better. I then attempt to do these canters here, and that was quite tough. She was quite argumentative with me, but once she sort of got the hang of it, she was much better. So yes, the first one was quite ugly, but I like to share. And then the second one, we're getting there, getting better, and that was much better. I was pleased with that. And it then just improves. The more she does, the more she's understanding the job, the task. She is, bless her, she picks it up and gets better. So yeah, you can see it's just when she wants to sort of run with you, when she sees the pole and she wants to sort of hurry over it, it's just making her try and be, no, you can stay nice and relaxed with your head in a nice place. So then we go to the top of the tree, and this is what's nice because you can just sort of spiral around on each of the segments of the Christmas tree. And actually I was really pleased, and this is really good for her. We broke into trot, but I like to share all the good and the bad and everything with you, so I just bring her back, regain, go back into a nice canter, give her a little pat, and then go off again just to change the question again. And then we get back into trot, changing the rein. And then I decide that you can also trot along these straight bits just to give her brain stuff to think about. Sort of changing it up, changing the bend, and getting her thinking more about her body and her bend and not necessarily all the poles that's on the ground. And I think that really helps her, giving her pats, reassurance, telling her what a fabulous girl she is. But no, I was really pleased with how she did this, and you can see she's then just starting to relax, because when she gets it wrong, I feel like she goes actually quite tense in herself, and she's like, oh, I've done it wrong, I know I've done it wrong, but actually just sort of bringing it back down, back into trot, nice and easy for her. She then goes, okay, all right, I've understood. So then here, just doing the canter through the straight line, and then yeah, it was nice. After changing it up a little bit, just getting her a bit more relaxed and a bit softer, I then attempted the Christmas tree segments on the right rein on the canter. Now, I think I've mentioned before that Addie's right rein is her weaker side. Like all of us, we are better left or right-handed, aren't we? And I think by doing this exercise first on her good rein, and the one that she finds a little bit easier, and making her understand the job, then it made it an awful lot easier for her than on the right rein. So it was really beneficial doing it. I think it always is really, is to do it on the good rein first before then doing it on the weaker rein. So we did that a few times, and I was really pleased. Yeah, she was a little bit not wanting to come back to me, but actually she was really trying, and we managed to do it. I then did the Mary King exercise, and actually I think there is a lot more go when I'm asking her. So this is where we go down the long side and then bring her back around for like a 15-meter circle, push on a little bit for like say 3 strides over the short side. This school is wonderful because of the size of it, so it does allow you to do that, then hopping on another circle. And I really do feel, I've done this several times now since the Mary King lesson, and actually I do really feel that it's benefiting her just by the pushing on, making her go from my legs. And she does go, which is nice. And then here I'm really trying to use my upper body, like Mary said, sit back. She does fight a couple of strides, but it's work in progress. Everything is work in progress. I don't feel like I'm absolutely nudging her all the time. That transition was absolutely terrible. Really, really bad. So I picked up canter again. To be honest, that wasn't a very good canter transition up either. But I just wanted to have a nicer downward, just being a little bit softer, not quite so rushed, and I'm glad I did. It wasn't perfect again, but it was better than the first attempt, so yeah, I was pleased with that. I think I then just give her a little bit of a trot around, come over these on the diagonal, again another way that we're able to come over them, and then I gave her a little walk before then doing again the circles and pushing on in canter on the left rein, because I hadn't done that. So you almost, I feel like it's a sandwich effect. You've done the good, like your good, easier rein for the exercise first, and then you've done everything else then on the right rein, and then finishing on the left rein. So it's like what they remember when they're leaving. Again, like I say, she's not almost just coming back in those smaller circles. She just struggles a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. That's just where she's a little bit weak. But actually it really helps get that hind leg underneath her, more engaged, and I'm just really pleased how much more forward off my leg she was when I asked her to sort of go. Don't get me wrong, it's no leg row and extended canter, nothing like that at all, but she is responding to the leg to go forward, so we are heading in the right direction. Like I say, this is all a work in progress. We will get there, and yeah, dear of it. And then I think I do a couple more on the left rein just to finish off, but I was really chuffed. Oh no, and then I come down in trot thinking, oh, we'll give this another little go just to finish. And actually I think that might have been our best one yet. She could just be a little bit softer. She needs to just be softer in her neck, like there coming around that bend. That's what I want to have going over the poles. But again, like I say, it's all a work in progress.
Very nice. Good girl.
Are you going to eat them? They're jingling. And that is our Polework schooling session completed. just before it gets dark. We have gone past the shortest day of the year though. Whoop whoop. I feel like I can hear every equestrian agreeing with me on that whoop whoop, but that was really good, really beneficial for both of us. Actually, it was quite nice working on strengthening her canter on both reins, but without having a fence in the way and her having to think about all jumping as well. I feel like you are going to eat these in a minute. But actually having to shorten it down. I did go off and do a few different other things, like the Mary King exercise that she gave me. This school is fantastic for that. Like, hers is quite big, so you have got plenty of time to sort of move on down the outside and across like the shorter sides, bring it back for those 15-meter circles and then go again. And I do think that that has really helped her. Ever since that Mary lesson, I have been doing that. And actually I think she was a lot better off of my leg, more willing, more forward going, and just found a bit of the canter work a bit harder. And actually maybe that's something that I need to take away and do shorter bursts of it. Do it twice, do it nice, and then go, okay, we'll have a walk, pat, well done, you've done well. And actually maybe that's something that, and I'll probably notice that when I watch it back, maybe that's something I need to take away, is do it not once but twice. Once is a fluke, twice is nice, as Cameron would say, and then come back, do it again when she's realised, oh, I did really well then, and then come back to it again. And I think maybe that will help her and actually maybe a little bit get her stronger, but without her quite realising it. So yeah, definitely will be down and doing more pole work this winter. I hope you guys enjoyed watching at home. Of course, make sure, as I said, that you head on over to Instagram, get yourself entered into that giveaway where you could be winning an Animalife hoodie and a 315-gram tub of Vetrofen. Of course, as always, please do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and hit that all-important subscribe button if you don't already. I hope you guys all have the most wonderful, magical Christmas, whatever you might be up to. I know that we all celebrate it in our own traditions, different ways, and I hope whatever way you do, I hope that you have a lovely, lovely time, and we'll see you in the next video, which actually I thought was going to be the new year, but I've had some extra duties given to me, so I think there might be a little sneaky vlog, day in the life kind of video in between Christmas and New Year. So make sure, like I say, that you are subscribed so you will be notified when that video goes live. We'll see you all then. Take care, and like I say, have a wonderful Christmas time.